Good afternoon, Lancer fans, and welcome to Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this playoff matchup in varsity boys basketball between the St. John's Prep Eagles and your Lancers of Lawrence High School. The Lancers come into the game with a record of 19-2. They defeated Andover 75-55 in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, St. John's comes in with a record of 16-5. They defeated Malden in the first round of the playoffs. We want to thank you for joining us here in the MIAA Division I North quarterfinal round. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the tip-off.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Information on hot water heating.
No. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out the words.
World music, playing track now.
No.
Let me try. Our daughter gets confused about which details in a story are important.
Which paper towels are most absorbent?
What?
Here are 5 product reviews.
Why are you not getting me?
See, I told you.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us on LPS Media for this matchup and playoff varsity boys basketball between St. John's Prep and Lawrence High School in the MIAA Division I North tournament. It's the quarterfinal round. My name is Jay Oz. I am joined by Rich Gorham. Rich, it's been a long season. 1 round of the playoffs already in the books. We're about to get set here for the quarterfinal rounds. What do you expect to see?
You know, Jay, I'm really looking forward to this game. I couldn't be more excited. The last time these two teams met, it was an overtime game. Victory for St. John's Prep, 97-92. Back
Rodriguez.
At the Commonwealth Classic tournament. I think we're looking at a high-scoring, exciting game. You got two great teams who really want to win this one.
Juan Felix Rodriguez opens up the scoring with a baseline drive to make it 2-0. 7:39 here to go in the first quarter. That's Tommy O'Neill passing in deep to Nate Hobbs. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay Prep basketball with 7:31 left. Tommy O'Neill, he's going to need a big game if St. John's wants to come away with a victory.
Tommy O'Neill is my key to the game for St. John's Prep. He can go in the paint, he can score, he can rebound, he can play defense. He's a big key to the game tonight. If he can neutralize some of the Lancer big men, we could have ourselves a contest.
Jarnell Snow Guzman, the sophomore, with a fantastic move to lay it in and tie the score up at 2. Here's Castillo for Lawrence, gets the roll. He's going to be at the line with a chance for a 3-point play. It's 4-2 Lancers here with 7:14 to go here in the first.
You know, Castillo's flown a little bit under the radar for this Lancer team. He's a heck of a player.
Atmosphere in this gym is unbelievable here in the opening moments as Castillo can't finish off the 3-point play, so it's 4-2 still. Snow Guzman bringing up the ball for the Prep, guarded by Rodriguez. Snow Guzman dribbling right-hand side, going all the way in deep on Rodriguez, kicks it out to Relihan. Matt Relihan, the senior, passing underneath to O'Neill, kicks it out. Outside shot from Plord is no good. Rebound loose, and it's grabbed by Sebastian DeLone. Quick pass up ahead, now it's Castillo. Leaves it for Reynoso. Here's Lewis looking to pass, gets it out to Kinsley. Lancers have 20 to shoot. Here's Reynoso. Left-handed dribble. Gets it to Castillo. Traveling violation as Castillo took an extra step and the Lancers turn it over.
You know, Jay, I think the line of fans trying to get into the gym is still quite long. This gym is filling up quickly, and there's a whole lot of more people on their way in.
Tommy O'Neill guarded by DeLone. O'Neill passing deep to Snow Guzman. Takes the 3, and he makes it in Kinsley's face. St. John's Prep, their first lead of the game. It's 5-4. 6:13 left in the first. Here's Reynoso for the Lancers. Gets it out to Juan Felix. Now Castillo deep to Sebastian DeLone. Now it's Rodriguez swinging it to Kinsley. Here's Reynoso in the corner. He was looking for Kinsley, but Kinsley didn't turn around for it. Another Lancer turnover. Still 5-4, the Prep on top. Just a simple miscommunication there.
I think so. Lawrence seems a little bit disjointed here in the early going, but it's to be expected when the nerves are...
Front rim on the shot by Relihan. St. John's gets the rebound, and there's a foul, loose ball foul coming up here.
Snow Guzman is quick. He can take it to the hoop.
Yeah, so Snow Guzman actually got the shot off, and he's going to be at the line for 2 free throws. Castillo confused. But the foul will be on Juan Felix. He picks up his first team foul of the game for the Lancers as Snow Guzman makes it 6-4. Eagles on top of the Lancers here as Lawrence High gets Chris Ruiz into the game, first off the bench, and Sebastian DeLone heads to the Pine. Snow Guzman is able to make it a 3-point game, 7-4. Eagles on top of the Lancers.
Snow Guzman has done all of the scoring for the Prep so far.
Lancers beat the press with some nice passing. Here's Reynoso. Lancers have 20 seconds to work with. Reynoso driving, smooth move off the window, opening up the bank on a Saturday afternoon. 5:20 left in the first quarter, 7-6. Eagles on top of the Lancers. St. John's beats the press. Layup is good from Nate Hobbs, the senior.
Hobbs, one of the scoring leaders for the St. John's team all year.
Kinsley pops the 3 and he drops it. That ties up the game at 9. Lancers pressing once again. Kinsley on defense here on Snow Guzman. Some nice tight defense. Snow Guzman gets it over the timeline, but he's trapped, and he steps back over the line, a backcourt violation. Lancers have earned themselves a possession. Tied up at 9 here after the Kinsley 3. 4:42 remaining in the first with Reynoso bringing the ball up. Reynoso trying to make a move, kicks it to Ruiz. Ruiz to the basket. Left-handed layup is good. Those long arms by Ruiz. Stolen by Reynoso. Here's Reynoso in transition, all the way to the bucket. Off the glass for a pair, and Reynoso is heating up. 13-9, the Lancers by 4. Stolen by Jaden, off the glass. And the Lawrence Lancers are heating up on defense. It's 15-9. Lancers have opened up a 6-point lead. On the other end, O'Neal answers right back. Rodriguez, baseline, can't finish. Rebound goes to the Prep. Here's Snow Guzman. Snow Guzman, stolen by Rodriguez. Juan Felix to the bucket, lays it in, gets 2, and he's going to the line with a chance for 3. Lancers beat Andover in the first round by 20 points, and that was partially due to the amazing transition offense. The Lancers getting a couple steals, one by Rodriguez and one by Jaden Castillo, and they're taking advantage of their turnovers, aren't they?
Yes, indeed, they are. And you've had a little bit more balanced scoring in the early going of this game than we saw against Andover, where Lawrence really relied upon their big 3 stars. 5 different players have already scored for Lawrence so far in this game.
Juan Felix finishes off the 3-point play. It's 18-11. Lancers lead. Nice defense by Camacho. And Hobbs lost it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Prep. Lancer basketball, 7-point lead, 3:46 to go here in the first. Castillo looking, gets it to Reynoso, who will pass off to Rodriguez, bringing the ball up against Snow Guzman. Reynoso with 20 to shoot. Castillo inside to Rodriguez, puts it up off the glass, can't get the roll that time, but Juan Felix will be at the line shooting 2. Don't see Juan Felix post up that often, but that pick and roll, working Juan Felix inside worked out pretty well, didn't it?
That's one of the matchups I'm paying attention to in this game. In the paint, going up against Tommy O'Neal's defense. If Lawrence can penetrate that defense, they've got a good shot to score. A lot of points.
That foul was on Hobbs, and Nate Hobbs, the senior, picks up his second personal, third on the team, as Rodriguez makes the first of two. 2 of 2 from the line for Rodriguez. It's 20-11. The Lancers have opened up a 9-point lead, their largest of the game, with 3:25 to play here in the first, and Snow Guzman bringing the ball up. Left-hand dribble, left-hand drive, puts it up, no good. Nice board there by Reynoso. Into the corner for Ruiz, but he took an extra step. Traveling violation, and the ball will go back to the Eagles here with 3:13 left in the first.
Ruiz perhaps a little overexcited on that play. He saw the opportunity to score big.
Here's O'Neal, gets it to back. O'Neal gets it back. Nice move with the left hand, but he couldn't finish, came up short. Nice board there by Reynoso. Long pass up ahead to Camacho. Puts the ball up, reverse layup, and he can't finish. Double team as Camacho and Reynoso tried to take it away from Christian Lammers, and the Lancers will be called for a foul. Let's see who it is, Reynoso or Camacho. It's going to be Lewis who picks it up, first personal, second team foul. Approaching the final moments here of this first quarter, Camacho almost got the steal on Hobbs, but he's going to be called for the foul. Love watching Camacho play defense.
So aggressive on defense. He's going to pick up a couple of those cheap fouls, but he's going to steal that ball more often than not.
First personal on Camacho. Inside pass is no good, intended for O'Neal, out of bounds. Lancer basketball. 2:42 to play here in the first. Lancers by 9. They're going to have to beat a little bit of pressure here coming from Lammers, who now backs off. Let's go Lawrence, the chant from the crowd, which is settling in here in this quarterfinal playoff matchup. Rodriguez had it stolen from him. It's into the hands of Relihan. Now Snow Guzman up ahead to O'Neal. O'Neal spin move, left-handed. Draws the foul, but he couldn't finish.
He's something when he goes to the basket with that spin move, though.
Very tough to guard a 6'7" senior who can make moves like that in the paint.
Athletic, he has long arms, he can rebound, he can score. If he gets it rolling, the Lancers will have a tough time.
First free throw right on the money for O'Neal. He makes it 20-12 as Camacho picks up his second personal. Fourth team foul of this first half with 2:20 left in the first. Lancers have Kinsley back into the game. Both free throws good. 7-point game now. 2:20 to go here in the first. Lancers have themselves a 7-point lead. Here's Reynoso, guarded by Hobbs. Now Rodriguez brings the ball over the timeline, gets it to Ruiz, fakes the shot. Lancers have 20 to shoot. Chris Ruiz puts the ball down to the basket, can't finish. Strong move to the bucket though by Chris. 2 minutes to go in the first. Snow Guzman working on Kinsley, pulls up for three. Tried to bank it home, not sure if he even tried to. Too long on the shot. Lancer basketball. Reynoso kicking to Kinsley for three. No good.
The Lancer defensive pressure is forcing St. John to rush their offense a little bit. They're not able to get the crisp passes, and they're not getting the shots that they want.
St. John settling into their offense here with 17 on the shot clock. Good job. And good point, Rich, as the Lancers are putting in some pressure before the half-court line. That three ball by Snow Guzman is no good. Here's Chris Ruiz in transition, all the way to the basket. Can't finish. Rebound is loose. It's on the ground. Kinsley has it. Now Juan Felix and the Lancers showing their hustle. Reynoso into the paint, kicks it for Kinsley, takes the shot. Front rims it. Rebound prep. Relihan with the board. Kinsley really wanted those 2 threes, didn't he? Under a minute to go here in the first. 7-point lead for the Lancers. First round in the books. We are in the quarterfinal round of the North playoffs. Three ball no good. Rebound goes to Hobbs. Hobbs puts it up, and he gets 2 to spin home. 5-point game now. 40 seconds left in the first. Lancers 20, Eagles 15. Lancer head coach Raymond Nunez wants to talk things over with 32.6 remaining in the first quarter. The score, Lawrence High 20, St. John's Prep 15. Rich, what's impressed you in the first quarter so far?
Well, this game is living up to its billing. This is an exciting game. It's high energy. We've got a great atmosphere for high school basketball today, too. Here on a Saturday afternoon, this gym is packed. Crowds into it. Both teams running up and down the floor, throwing their best punches in this heavyweight fight. This has been an exciting game so far. I do think that the high pace of the game is going to benefit the Lawrence Lancers in the end. St. John's looks a little bit out of sorts on offense, and Lawrence thrives in that transition offense when they get running.
The winner of this afternoon's game is going to play the winner of tonight's game between Cambridge and Methuen. The Cambridge Lynch and Latin squad hosting Methuen at 7 p.m. tonight. Any thoughts on the potential opponent of today's winner?
Well, you can't underestimate Methuen. They just reported a big upset, knocking off Central Catholic in their first round game. So that might be a little bit of an underrated Methuen Ranger team. You have to favor Cambridge in that matchup, the two-time defending state champions. But I'm not counting out Methuen. This Merrimack Valley dominates every team is good.
30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lancers have 20 on the shot clock. Kinsley in the corner. Lancers lead by 5. Here's Rodriguez with 15 to shoot. 10 to shoot now, Ruiz. Down low to Castillo. Cross court to Juan Felix. Pops it. Back rims it. St. John's with 10 seconds to work with here. Final moments of the first quarter. 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. Shot is up. No good. Rebound, Ruiz. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. The 3-ball by Will Batchelor, the freshman, is no good. And after 1 quarter of play, Lancers 20, Eagles 15. Folks, thanks as always for joining us here on LPS Media. We want to give a big shout out to our crew here working on a Saturday afternoon. The Hernandez sisters, Karina, Carolina, and Kiana, Jessica Pimentel, David Vinas, our producers, Luis Lopez and MJ Kowalski. Our color commentator is Rich Gorham. My name is Jay Oza. It's a pleasure and a privilege to provide you with today's coverage of the MIAA Division I North quarterfinals. Remember, folks, we broadcast on both Comcast Channel 99 and Verizon Channel 41. And don't forget, you can find us all day, every day on any device on YouTube. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 of our videos from the last 5 years. You think either of these two teams are going to change it up for the second quarter, or we're going to have similar strategies that these teams opened up with?
Well, I would think that they'd pursue essentially the same strategy. Like you did see St. John's Prep put a new player into the game right at the end there. Cairo Obaye came in as a three-point shooting specialist. So St. John's may be trying to set up some three-point shots a little bit more than they took in that first quarter. But I would imagine the Lawrence Lancers would keep it rolling exactly as we've seen so far. It's working out for them. 20 points in the first quarter, and surprisingly, Juan Felix Rodriguez would lead the score with 7.
Lancers go with Kinsley, Ruiz, Rodriguez, Castillo, and Reynoso to start the second quarter. Snow Guzman guarded closely by Kinsley as St. John's will try to settle into their offense here. Down low to Sweetman. Now back to Snow Guzman. Snow Guzman guarded. Now he's got an opening. Foul line jumper. Comes up way short. Reynoso the board. Reynoso brings it up. Off the glass. No good. Go Lancers.
Second free throw is good, 21 to 15. Lancers are back up by 6 with 7:32 to go here in the first half. Lancers bringing some pressure here. Snow Guzman guarded closely. Up ahead into the hands of Lammers. Leaves it down. It's to Ruiz. Ruiz back up the other way. Still a 6-point game. Ruiz hanging in the air. No basket.
Well, the Lancer partisan fans don't agree with that call, but I have to agree with that. He went to the basket a little bit too intensely.
Sweetman couldn't finish on the other end. Ruiz called for a charge on the ensuing possession. Nick Atherton, freshman, one of the biggest game of his life. O'Neal fakes the three, shoots could only knock it out of bounds. Good defense there by Waterfield. First half. It's just the neutral basket. Guzman gets ready to inbound. 15 on the shot clock. O'Neal, nice easy shot with the left hand. Lancers don't want to allow that all night.
No, they don't. That's exactly where St. John's can make their money and get back into this game.
Lancers by 4. Here's Vasquez trying to get it into Reynoso. He can't yet. There's Castillo putting the ball on the ground. He's going to drive to the basket. Gets it. Moved by Jaden. 33 left in the half. 23-17 Lancers. O'Neal, too strong. Gets his own board. Thought about the shot. Fresh 30 for the prep. Snow Guzman with it. Trying to drive right. Driving right. Gets it in, puts it up, but he traveled with it. How about that defense from Vasquez?
When Vasquez clamps it down, it's very hard to move on him. That was a tremendous defensive series for the Lancers there.
Prep is going to get Nate Hobbs back into the game. Hopefully they can get some scoring out of him.
Hobbs, one of their leading scorers all season. He has 4 points so far in today's game, but if St. John's is going to make a run, they're going to need more from him.
Just over 6 minutes left in the first half. Lawrence has a 6-point lead here. Castillo gets it to Reynoso. Baseline drive. Has it stripped. Hobbs lost the handle. Stolen by Castillo, and O'Neal gets it back. O'Neal all the way to the basket, hangs in the air, too hard off the glass. Nice rebound by Chris Ruiz. Here's Castillo up the other way. And it's stolen by the prep into the hands of Relihan. What do you think about this pace of play heating up here in the second quarter?
This game's getting a little bit out of control right now. I'm glad that St. John's is slowing it down a little bit, set up a half-court offense a little bit. Let's get back to playing basketball.
Here's Relihan over to Sweetnam and O'Neal. O'Neal passing to Hobbs. The deep shot, the three is good. 23-20.
Shots like that are exactly what St. John's needs. A three-pointer from Hobbs brings them within 3.
Just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Chris Ruiz in the corner. Now Angel Vasquez. 15 to shoot for the Lancers. Reynoso with 10. Now Vasquez fakes the pass. Vasquez to Reynoso. 7. He takes the shot. Makes the shot. 3 ball from the corner for Lewis. Lancers back up by 6. Is there any way to guard that kid?
Not that I've seen so far this season.
Long 3 from Hobbs. Almost got it to go down. Here's Ruiz with the rebound. Long pass up ahead is blocked by Hobbs into the hands of Kinsley. Ruiz driving, kicks to Vasquez, takes the 3, back rims it. Rebound, Relihan. Here's Batchelor. Batchelor guarded by Kinsley. The freshman passing off to O'Neal, the senior. O'Neal, left-handed drive, gets to the bucket. What a move by O'Neal.
Tommy O'Neal, the senior, starting to assert himself a little bit. He has 8 points in today's game so far.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 26-22, Lancers lead by 4. Reynoso to Vasquez, 16 to shoot. Reynoso, thought about it again. Castillo, driving, left-handed shot, can't get the roll. Rebound is loose. Castillo fighting for it. Castillo, did he call timeout? Or was the ball out of bounds? Looks like Jaden Castillo falling to the ground with it was able to call timeout, and they gave him the call. Yes, indeed. What a heads-up call.
That's a tremendously heads-up play by that kid.
These Lawrence Lancers have been in a lot of tough, close, high-scoring games. They know how to keep their composure and make the right decisions.
Let's talk for a moment about the last time that these two teams faced off each other. You mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, 97-92, an overtime victory for the Prep. Do you see this game playing out just as high scoring as it was back in December?
Well, with the pace of play and the intensity that these kids are playing, you would think so. But the pace of play has been so intense that we haven't seen a very high shooting percentage so far. Scores at 26-22, 3 minutes left in the first half. I don't think we're going to wind up in the 90s, but I do think they're going to have that kind of intense, close game at the end.
Lancers, that was the semifinal game of the Commonwealth Classic. Juan Felix Rodriguez led all scorers with 32, and Hobbs not far behind with 30.
That's a game where the Lancers had the lead with 4 minutes to go, and St. John's put on a tremendous rally in the last 4 minutes to tie up the game and steal the victory.
Lancers lead by 4 here. Let's see if they can finish off the job. The quarterfinal round of the playoffs. Spin move, Reynoso off the glass. Tough angle shot, and he gets it to go. Unbelievable. This kid amazes me every single game. 6-point lead for the Lancers. 3:15 left in the first half.
Reynoso into double digits. He has 10 points so far.
Relihan fades away, can't hit the three, or does he? The basket's gonna count, and a loose ball foul goes against Lawrence. That's just a tough break for the Lancers.
That ball took a couple of bounces to decide it wanted to go through the bucket. Relihan's first basket of the game. It's a big one.
Just a tough break. So the loose ball foul is called against Lawrence. The three ball is good. So that put the score at 28-20, but Reynoso picks up his second personal foul. And so St. John's gets another possession after scoring a three. Into O'Neal. O'Neal puts it up, gets it to go. And that's a 5-point play for St. John's. They're within 1.
O'Neal has 10 points.
Castillo on the drive, couldn't get it to go. O'Neal, the nice board. St. John's trying to take the lead for the first time in a while. Snow Guzman all the way to the basket, can't get it to go off the glass. Pass up ahead to Ruiz. Oh my goodness! Ruiz throws it down with the right hand.
Ruiz with a statement dunk.
Defense is the chant here from the crowd. Here's Relihan in the corner. Relihan takes it. No good off the front rim. Rebound goes to Juan Felix. Rodriguez almost lost the handle, puts it up, gets it to go. Lancers back up by 5, 32-27 with 2:01 left in the first half. Here's Snow Guzman. Inside to Relihan, trying to put it up, it's blocked. Jaden Castillo strips it away. Reynoso in transition, kicks it to Camacho. Jaden couldn't get it to go. Ball loose on the ground. It looks like that one was last touched by the Lancers. Prep basketball, 32-27 with 1:39 left in the second quarter. Is there anything better than hearing this gym at this current volume?
You know, it's hard to hear each other talk, and that's exciting. This is a great atmosphere for basketball.
That's the way we like it. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Lancers still on top by 5. O'Neal driving left-handed, puts it up, hanging in the air, tips it out, but it's into the hands of Ruiz. Look out, Chris Ruiz on the move! With the left hand this time! A right-handed thunderous dunk, and now a smooth left-handed layup by Ruiz. Here's Hobbs driving baseline. Can't finish, possibly tipped away by Rodriguez. Just over a minute left in the second quarter. Here's Reynoso driving. What a block by O'Neal, but he's fouled. Foul's going on O'Neal.
Block by O'Neal.
Is that all ball, or did you see a foul there by O'Neal?
I saw all ball, but the ref's got a much better view of it than I do.
Not easy. I don't know if I've seen Reynoso get blocked like that, even though they did call the final. All season, I have not seen someone contest Reynoso's shot quite like that.
O'Neal's got great court awareness. He saw where that play was going. It's probably a smart foul.
34-27, Lancers on top. Reynoso trying to add to it. Makes the first of two. 8-point lead for Lawrence High with 58.8 seconds to go in the first half. Prep gets Batchelor, the freshman, back into the game. He and Snow Guzman running the backcourt for St. John's right now. Reynoso is able to make both of his free throws, 2 clutch free throws. I guess they all are at this point.
Reynoso leads all scorers so far today's game. He has 12 points.
Lancers lead by 9 with under a minute left in the second quarter. Here's Batchelor. Guarded by Chris Ruiz, bringing the ball up. Left-handed. Batchelor. Tough spot for a freshman. Hands off to O'Neal. Here's Relihan. Snow Guzman thought about the shot. Gets it inside to O'Neal. O'Neal! What a move! Puts it up with the left hand and he gets 2.
Snow Guzman to O'Neal in the paint. That's where St. John's has made a lot of money this year.
Lancers by 7. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. 21 on the shot clock. Rodriguez. Haven't seen him make a 3 yet. Chris Ruiz, haven't seen him make a 3 yet either. 11 to shoot. Ruiz kicks it to Camacho. He's open. Back rim. Rebound to O'Neal.
Camacho's had a hard time getting him to go today.
9 seconds left in the half. Lancers by 7. Snow Guzman leaves it to Relihan, who makes it. At the buzzer. No good off the backboard. Folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us on this LPS Media broadcast. The Lancers have a halftime lead over St. John's Prep. The score, 36-31. As always, thanks for joining us on your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics, LPS Media. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with the second half.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media for this matchup and playoff varsity boys basketball between St. John's Prep and Lawrence High School. First and foremost, we want to thank our crew working on a Saturday afternoon here, the Hernandez sisters, Karina, Carolina, and Kiana, Jessica Pimentel, David Bemis, our producers, Luis Lopez and MJ Kowalski, our color commentator, Rich Gore. My name is Jay Oza. Rich, at halftime, 36-31 Lancers. Do you think they're going to hold on this time?
You know, I sure hope so. I'm an unabashed Lancer fan, I'll tell you right up front. This game has certainly lived up to its billing. It's been an exciting game so far. 5-point game. The stars are shining today. Luis Reynoso, the leading scorer for Lawrence. Tommy O'Neal, the leading scorer for St. John's.
Reynoso gets the scoring open here in the second half, getting to the basket, finishing with the left hand. Nice move by Lewis to get to 38-31 Lancers on top. Almost stolen. It is stolen by Reynoso. Look out, here comes Lewis. Lost the handle, puts it up, off the glass too hard, gets his own board. Second basket is good. Crowd reacts accordingly.
Tremendous second effort by Luis Reynoso. Gets his own rebound, scores the 2.
In transition, Nate Hobbs right up the other way, gets it back. 7-point game. That pass was tipped and it's stolen by Relihan. Relihan up ahead to Snow Guzman. Open 3! And he can't hit it. Castillo gets the board. Thought about a long pass. Now gives it to Juan Felix Rodriguez, who's going to bring the ball up calmly. He is guarded by Snow Guzman.
You know, Lawrence has to watch out. They can't leave open threes like that.
Lancers have 14 to shoot. Castillo to Reynoso. Now Juan Felix takes the 3, knocks it down! Juan Felix! He was going to knock one down eventually.
The shots weren't falling for him as much in the first half, but that three-pointer gives him 12 points on the game.
Lancers by 10. Hobbs to the bucket. He gets it to go. Nate Hobbs is going to the line with a chance for three. I think St. John's might be the most confident team you've seen in this gym playing against the Lancers so far this year.
Well, they've got good reason to be confident. They have a come-from-behind victory over this Lancers team from back in the Commonwealth Christmas Classic back in December. They know that they can knock off Lawrence if they play their game.
Juan Felix picks up his second personal foul. Three-point play completed. 43-36. Lancers up by 7. Here's Ruiz to Castillo. Now back to Ruiz. Here's Chris. Kicks it to Jaden. Can't hit the three. Back rims it. Rebound into the hands of O'Neal. Passing up ahead to Hobbs. Hobbs. Double teamed. Hobbs. Can't finish. Relihan can't finish. Nice board there by Reynoso. Stolen by Relihan.
I love the way Reynoso attacks the boards.
Snow Guzman. O'Neal fakes the shot, makes the move. Stolen by Juan Felix. Rodriguez, can he finish? Oh yeah! Rodriguez makes it 45-36. Lancers open up a 9-point lead. Snow Guzman bringing the ball up for the prep.
Great hustle play by Rodriguez to steal the ball, go the length of the floor, and score the two.
Snow Guzman with an unbelievable left-handed layup. Spinning in midair. Ruiz wide open for three. And he does not miss. Don't you dare leave this kid wide open like that. He will make you pay. Reynoso getting through two defenders all the way to the basket. And he's at two. Reynoso. 12-point lead for the Lancers.
Reynoso now with 18 points today.
50-38, the Lancers going on a third quarter run. They have thrown the first haymaker of this match, and that's an air ball from Relihan. Here's Priestley, takes the shot, off, back rims it. This shit might have exploded if he hit that shot.
Lawrence is outscoring St. John's 14-7 in the third quarter. There's still 4.5 minutes to play.
St. John's prep is going to opt for a timeout. This comes with 4:32 to go in the third quarter. The score, Lancers 50, Eagles 38.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association is committed to good sportsmanship. Sportsmanship, citizenship, and responsibility are the trademarks of high school activities. Please support school activities on your own and display good sportsmanship and help encourage America's youth to accept responsibility which freedom demands. Support your local high school. See the future of America on display. Attend high school competitions in your community. And you know, Jay, a whole lot of fans have chosen to attend this high school competition. Estimated 1,600 fans have packed into the gym this afternoon to see this outstanding playoff matchup.
And I bet, Rich, there'll be more by the end of this game. Still a few fans creeping into the crowd. At halftime, there was a line out the door and around the corner before this thing got rolling.
Such a great atmosphere for high school basketball and such a great game on display.
A simple question for you, Rich. Do you think that was the game-deciding run that we just saw from Lawrence?
Well, I'm not convinced yet, but I think what happens over the next 4 minutes of this third quarter is going to go a long way to determining the victor. St. John's is going to have to make some adjustments on defense to slow down this high-powered Lancer offense, or this game could be over in a hurry.
Once again, folks, it's the quarterfinal round of the MIAA Division I North playoffs. The winner faces either Cambridge or Methuen. That game happening in Cambridge this evening at 7 p.m. Here's Ford getting the touch, getting it to O'Neal. Thought about the three, passing down low to Relihan. Turns around and can't finish. Loose ball foul coming up. Let's see who it's on.
Already seeing an adjustment in how St. John's is approaching this game offensively. They have O'Neal playing out on the away from the basket. Not quite to the top of the key, but not in his usual position under the basket that he was playing in the first half.
So Relihan got fouled on the shot, so he's at the line, makes the first of two. Do you think O'Neal can be as effective playing that sort of wing position?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him hit the shots from out there yet today in this game or earlier this season. We'll have to see how that plays out.
Very interesting strategy, putting the 6'7" senior out on the wing. In the NBA for sure, but high school ball, let's Let's see how it plays out. 50-39, just over 4 minutes remaining in the third. Rodriguez to the basket all the way with the left hand. Somehow got it to go. So it seems like every offensive possession is more impressive than the last in this third quarter. That's a traveling violation. Prep turns it over. Not very good timing for a turnover.
Not at all. Rodriguez now with 16 points in the game. The Lancers lead by 13.
3:51 to go, third quarter. Long pass up ahead to Reynoso. Reynoso double teamed and trapped. Lancers get a good job. Nice shot by Juan Felix, and he almost knocked down the deep three. Offensive board Ruiz. Juan Felix has it.
He will shoot that three from 5 or 6 feet behind the line.
Juan Felix has it, thought about it. Now Reynoso. Reynoso driving the baseline on O'Neal. Can't finish. Yes, it's again. Reynoso makes it 54-39. Snow Guzman up the other way. Nice job by Snow Guzman to draw the foul, and he's going to the line.
Reynoso now with 20 points on the afternoon.
3:16 left here in the third as Juan Felix picks up his third personal foul. That was on Snow Guzman cutting to the rack, and Darnell Snow Guzman, the sophomore, ensuring that it is going to be a bright future for the Prep even after Tommy O'Neal, Nate Hobbs, and Matt Relihan graduate this spring.
Snow Guzman, such an impressive player for a sophomore. He is the floor general. He brings the ball up to the floor. He distributes the passing and the offense, and he's just a 10th grader.
10th grader wearing jersey number 10. Second free throw is good. 14-point lead for the Lancers, 54-40 with 3:15 left in the third. Reynoso and Castillo bringing the ball up now into the hands of Kinsley. He's double teamed. Nice job by the Prep to get a steal almost, but Reynoso comes up with it, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Snow Guzman. Didn't like the call, but then blocked.
Tough for Snow Guzman to go up against Luis Reynoso. There's a serious size disparity there.
The second personal on Jarnell Snow Guzman, and believe it or not, that's the first team foul for the Prep in the second half. Lancers have 3. Under 3 minutes to go in the third with Castillo driving on O'Neal. Castillo has it blocked, but O'Neal got some of the arm, and Castillo will get to the line. Nice move by Castillo. Very solid, reliable starter for the Lancers this season.
Yes, indeed, one of the underrated players on this team. Tough to shine on a team of stars.
Foul was on O'Neal as Jaden hits the first of 2. O'Neal has his second personal. Lancers by 15 here. 2:53 left in the third, and Jaden makes 1 of 2. Rebound goes to Relihan. Lancers with pressure. Up ahead. Hobbs gets 2. As Prep easily beating the Lancer press.
Brilliant outlet pass there by Snow Guzman.
St. John's Prep really bringing the defensive pressure. Here's Castillo with 17 to shoot. Behind the back, Jaden leaves it for Camacho. Ruiz took an extra step on his way to the basket, and that's a travel. 27 left in the third now, 55-42. One of these two teams will see their season come to an end. This afternoon here in Lawrence, the Lancers 19-2. The Prep 16-5. Lancers the number 2 seed. St. John's number 7. Stolen by Reynoso. Here comes Lewis. Ruiz in the corner.
Ruiz.
O'Neal up the other way. That's an offensive foul. O'Neal. Turnover. St. John's. Lancer basketball. 2 minutes left in the third. Lawrence High. 16.
And the crowd noise is deafening.
What an absolute treat here at Lawrence High. That's going to be a foul on the Prep, I believe. John's Prep 42, 150 left in the third here. Quarterfinal round of the North playoffs. Castillo gets doubled. Reynoso takes the three. Reynoso running from downtown. 61-42. The Lancers lead by 19. Snow Guzman all the way to the basket, banging in the air, and he gets two back. Chris Ruiz, mid-range, can't get it to go. Camacho, what a hustle play as Miguel Camacho draws the foul. And he's going to get to the line for a pair of free throws.
You know, Miguel Camacho is not that tall, but he was up at the rim of the basket.
That kid has some ups, man. He's a foot above the rim.
He's got some ups, all right.
No good. Free throw number 2 coming up as Will Batchelor picks up that foul. That's his first personal. Freshman guard stays in the game here. Camacho will try to make his second free throw and extend the Lancer lead. Misses them both in 61-44, 1:17 left in the third. Batchelor bringing it up, guarded by Miguel. Leaves it for Hobbs. Thought about the three. Great defense by Castillo. Here's Relihan in front of the St. John's bench. Passing inside. Nice move by Patrick Sweetnam. Couldn't finish, but he draws the foul. Sweetnam, not a bad backup for O'Neal, who's on the bench now for a rare break.
Both O'Neal and Snow Guzman getting a little bit of a break perhaps in this last minute.
Lancers have Vasquez, Kinsley, Castillo, Ruiz, and Reynoso out on the floor. With 1 minute and 1 second remaining here in the third quarter.
And what a third quarter it has been for the Lawrence Lancers.
St. John's Prep, if they want to come away with this win in the quarterfinal round, they're going to need another fourth quarter comeback. Let's see if they can make it happen. Referee's just talking to the scorers, taking their concern. Everything is taken care of. As head coach Raymond Nunez, as he likes to do, gets the crowd fired up with the Right after a very brief delay as the referees and score table have everything sorted out, Sweetnam front-rims the free throw, 61-45, final minute of the third. Reynoso bringing it up. He's guarded by Lammers. Now Vasquez, Hobbs guarding him. Back to Reynoso, 20 to shoot, 49 left in the quarter. Here's Reynoso, working on Lammers. Ruiz from the corner.
Ruiz hits his third three-pointer of this quarter.
30 seconds left in the quarter. Mid-range shot by Relihan is no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Ruiz. And he's going to talk to the ref about the call, saying, man, I didn't even touch it. The referee thought he did, so it'll stay Prep basketball. 26.2 on the clock here in the third. Lancers are back up by 19 points, their largest lead of the game. Batchelor guarded by Vasquez. Batchelor left-handed drive, puts it up, and he finishes. What a move by the freshman.
A great inside move. St. John's has a couple of real good young guards on this team.
Reynoso fights out of the trap. Kinsley open for three. Deadly from downtown. In the corner. Just before the buzzer. Kinsley puts the basket up by 20. 6-7-47 as we go to the fourth and final quarter. For one of these two teams, it will be the final quarter of the season. Simple question, Rich. Does St. John's Prep have an amazing, unbelievable 20-point comeback? Do they have it in them?
That's a question to the game, but you've got to believe that Lawrence Lancers put this game out of reach with that third quarter. What an impressive offensive display by the Lawrence Lancers in the third quarter. They outscored St. John's 31-16 in that quarter alone. Led by Luis Reynoso, who scored 11 points. He's at 23 for the game. And Chris Ruiz draining them from downtown with 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. The Lancer offense got it rolling. They lead by 20. If St. John's is going to make a comeback here, it's going to be something for the ages.
Folks, we want to remind you, don't forget you can watch our broadcast of Lawrence High School Lancers regular season and playoff basketball games. We experienced this year's journey to the playoffs and, of course, last week's playoff victory against Andover. You can check out all those videos on our YouTube channel, LPS Media, on any device. Plenty of great content up there in case you want to watch Luis Reynoso dunk, Chris Ruiz knock down some threes. It's all up there for your viewing pleasure on the LPS YouTube channel as Chris Ruiz almost getting the steal of the inbound pass to open up the fourth quarter.
The Lawrence Lancers are feeling it on defense. They put the clamps on in that third quarter. St. John scored 16 points, but Lawrence believes that they can shut them down now.
After Ruiz tips it out of bounds, St. John's will inbound once again. It's Batchelor. Leaves it for Relihan in front of the St. John's bench. Now it's O'Neal back into the ball game. Takes the three, but there was a whistle before the shot. The foul came before the shot, and it's going to be on Ruiz. He picks up his second personal. 15 foul. O'Neal, left-handed dribble, puts it on the ground, off the glass, no good. Rebound is loose. It's grabbed by St. John's. Relihan, double teamed, inside to O'Neal. Shot pass, he leaves it down. The number 20, Patrick Sweetman, gets two. Now it's an 18-point game, Lancers lead. It's going to be a foul. Good job by Castillo to hang on to that ball as St. John's is bringing some serious pressure.
St. John's bringing Sweetnam into the game to give him some height under the basket. That lets O'Neal play away from the basket a little bit now. See how that strategy plays out over the next few minutes.
Here's Ruiz, leaving it for Vasquez, an open three in the corner. Long on the shot. Rebound goes to Sweetnam, nice board. Now it's O'Neal. O'Neal spinning, left-hand drive, puts it up with the left hand, comes up short. Got nothing but the front rim. As Reynoso in transition with 7 minutes left in the game. Lancers by 18. Juan Felix Rodriguez trying to get back into the game at the next whistle. Vasquez calls out a play. 15 on the shot clock. Angel to Reynoso. Now 11 to shoot. Lewis driving. Now kicking to Castillo. Here's Chris Ruiz. Chris Ruiz falling down after the shot. He makes it 70 to 49. A 21-point lead for the Lancers. Here's Hobbs driving the baseline, spinning and putting it up. Couldn't get it to go, but he draws the foul. Castillo picks up the foul.
Ruiz draining his fourth three-pointer of the second half. If he's going to hit shots like that, this game is over.
As mentioned before the game started, Rich, these Lancers have probably about 8, maybe 9 guys that can make a three.
Yes, they do. There's a lot of players on this team who can hit from downtown. 4 different players have scored three-pointers in this game, for example.
Bricks out to Hobbs. And that's not going to help the cause for the Prep. They need every last little bit of offense that they can get. Down by 21 with 6:25 potentially left in their season. Bricks them both. Here's Juan Felix back into the game.
We're getting to the point of the game where the pace of play is going to catch up a little bit on those free throw attempts. Arms are getting tired.
Kinsley out to Rodriguez. Lancers happy to bring the clock down a little bit here. 14 seconds to shoot. Juan Felix started by Batchelor. Felix has it blocked. You don't see that every day. Ever. Hobbs out of bounds. Or no, that was a foul. He was pushed out of bounds, so it's going to be again on Jaden Castillo. He picks up his third personal, and it's a 1-1 for St. John's. See if Hobbs can make his free throws. No good, but St. John's gets the rebound. Here's O'Neal. O'Neal partially blocked there by Reynoso. Got just a fingertip on it. Pass ahead, and the pass was off the mark intended for Jaden Castillo. Prep basketball, 5:51 to go in the game. Still 21-point lead, 21-point lead for the Lancers. Will Prep resort to outside shots here? They're going to keep pounding it inside.
That's a good question here. Looks like they're still running the regular offense. Taking the long one.
No good, Relihan.
Snow Guzman back in the game to run the offense for Prep's final run at it.
Hobbs takes a quick peek at the scoreboard. Time running out for the Prep. Reynoso fakes the shot, puts it on the ground, puts it up with the right hand. He finishes! This Lancer offense is just looking too potent. Are they sending out some warning shots perhaps to the rest of the teams in this tournament?
You know, you got to ask yourself, how would you defend this Lancer team? If you could shut down Juan Felix Rodriguez, Luis Reynoso is going to burn you. And you still got Jaden Castillo, Christian Kingsley, and Chris Ruiz hitting them from downtown. Lawrence has a lot of weapons.
Free throw is good. That's a three-point play, 73-49. And in the biggest game of the season, quarterfinal playoff round, it's safe to say, as Snow Guzman gets two, I think it's safe to say the Lancers are blowing out the Prep here at Lawrence High. Here's Kingsley getting the board. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. 22-point lead for the Lancers, and they're taking their time here. Reynoso gets the pick from Castillo. Reynoso all the way! And he couldn't finish on the reverse layup. He wanted it, but he's still getting to the line for a pair of free throws.
You know, this is looking like a statement win by the Lawrence Lancers here, reversing one of their 2 losses on the season. St. John's took this game back in December 97-92 and came into the gym today with that look of confidence on their faces, but Lawrence's offense has just overwhelmed them this afternoon.
The Lancers are putting the Division I North tournament on notice here. Look at the Lancers schedule. It's fair to say, you know, the Lancers were a couple plays here and there from basically going undefeated this season. Tough loss in overtime against St. John's, and then a 9-point loss at Central Catholic, in which the Lancers maybe got greedy, missed a few dunks, and lost that game at Central. A couple of things go differently, and you could be talking about an undefeated Lancer squad. As look out, here's Reynoso on the freshman, couldn't finish, gets his own board, off the glass, and the blowout is on, 77-51.
Luis Reynoso with 30 points on the game.
O'Neal getting the board and the putback. Gets 2. 77-53. St. John's is going to call timeout with 4:14 left in the game. Once again, the score. Lawrence High School 77 and St. John's Prep 53.
You know, Jay, our thoughts have to start turning to the next round, the next upcoming game. Assuming the Lancers are able to close out this one, and with a 24-point lead with 4 minutes to go, it's got to look pretty good. So Lawrence's next opponent yet to be determined. They'll play in a few hours. Cambridge taking on surprising Methuen. You got to believe Cambridge is favored in that game, but you never want to count out the Methuen Rangers.
And of course, a dramatic 55-54 win over Central Catholic, an upset as Central Catholic, the number 6 seed, going down against the number 11 seed. Would it be a little bit of poetic justice there? Cambridge will to win. They are favored tonight. If the Lancers took on Cambridge, that would be a rematch of last year's quarterfinals when Cambridge beat 50-46.
You got to believe this Lawrence Lancer team is eager to get that rematch and to reverse that loss from last year.
Still, plenty of business to attend to. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves as the St. John's Prep team showed that they can score 97 points in a game. So we don't want to close the book on this one just yet. The Lancers, though, are in control and complete control with the 77-53 lead. Ruiz once again one down. Under 4 minutes to go in the ball game, 77-53. Castillo almost with the steal. He had nothing but open court in front of him if he was able to come up with that one.
The aggressiveness of this Lancer defense this afternoon has been something to watch.
20 on the shot clock for the Prep. O'Neal can't handle the pass. And a turnover for St. John's. 3:46 left in the game. St. John's bringing some pressure, but it's not overwhelming. Reynoso up ahead to Kinsley. Now it's Castillo. Lancers in some clock-killing mode here. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Jaden. Double teamed in front of the Lancer bench. Out ahead to Rodriguez. Now Reynoso to Ruiz. Leaves it for Castillo. Front rim.
You can see Lawrence slowing down on offense a little bit, killing some clock before getting that shot.
Nice easy move to the basket as Hobbs was able to make it look easy, I should say. Here's Kinsley. Just over 3 minutes left in the game.
Hobbs has had a 16-point game.
Rodriguez doubled, gets around it. Reynoso open, now he gets doubled. Cross court to Kinsley, thought about the three, but still 17 on the shot clock. He pulls back out under 3 minutes left in the game. Reynoso open from the corner. Surely that must be the dagger.
33 points for Luis Reynoso.
Get it out of here. Get out of my gym. 80-55, and the Prep fans are heading to the exit.
You know, that last sequence there, Reynoso draining the three on one end, getting the block on the other end. That shows you what this player's about.
Unbelievable last couple of plays for Reynoso. Offense and defense just putting his mark on this ball game as the Lancers now lead by 25. Could you have ever thought between the Prep and the Lancers, could you have ever thought going into this amazingly hyped game that the Lancers would just give the Prep the business like this?
Not in my wildest dreams.
Me neither. Foul was on Castillo. That's his fourth personal. Perhaps just a few moments away from these teams emptying their benches. Guzman makes his second free throw.
You know, you got to be impressed by that kid. He has 16 points in this game. He runs the offense for the Prep, plays tight defense. He's got a big future ahead of him.
We really thought about the three. Made a bunch in this second half. That's going to be a foul on the Prep. Nope, it's going to be a timeout called by the Lancers. It's going to come with 2:14 remaining in the game. The score, Lawrence High 80, St. John's Prep 57. Is it okay for us to now talk about the next round?
You know, Jay, I tend to like to look forward even past that. So after this game, Lawrence is going to take on the winner of that Cambridge-Methuen game in the Division I North semifinals. And if we dare to look ahead to the Division I North finals, to look at the other side of the bracket, you got to look at that number one seeded Everett team, the top-ranked team in the state.
And Everett's going to be in action. Beg your pardon, they actually are playing right now that game against Waltham in Everett. That game perhaps over, coming close to a conclusion as Everett, the number one seed, went 19-1 during the regular season.
That's a heck of an Everett team. You can't count out Lowell or Lynn English on the other side of that bracket as well.
Lowell went 16-4 during the regular season. If you want to see Lowell Red Raiders in action, check out our YouTube channel, LPS Media. You can watch the Lancers defeat Lowell when Lowell came into the game undefeated with an 8-0 record. They were the number one team at the time in the conference, and the Lancers dethroned them. As the Lancers get some backups into the ball game. As O'Neal gets to the basket, he lays it in with the left hand. He also draws the foul, so he's going to the line with a chance for three.
Tommy O'Neal with 16 points in the game, and he's at the free throw line looking to get one more. Lancers
in the game right now. They have Reynoso, along with Murray, Garcia, Cruz, and Martia. Murray takes the shot. Stolen by the Prep. 150 left in the game, all the way to the basket, no good. In transition, O'Neal tries to get the rebound. It's loose into the hands of Reynoso. He throws it off the foot. The St. John's Prep forward, Sweetman. Sorry, it was Lammers, not Sweetman, that he was able to throw the ball off. Heads up play by Reynoso. 41 left, and the lead is 20 for Lawrence High. Cruz trying to get it over the timeline into the hands of Garcia. Garcia almost had it stripped by Snow Guzman, but Snow Guzman got a piece of the arm, so he's called for the foul. And the Lancers will get a 1-and-1. Eric Garcia going to the line.
Take a player like Eric Garcia, he'd be the starter on a whole lot of high school basketball teams.
Absolutely, the junior with some good size. I remember watching him play JV. That this kid is going to be quite a player. He's going to be expected to come in and contribute next season as a senior. 90 seconds left in the ball game. Prep down 20. Here's Relihan working on Cruz. Relihan takes a long three, can't get it to go. Rebound is loose. And his last touch by Lawrence High. 22 left in the game. Ford inbounding, gets it to O'Neal. Fresh shot clock to work with. Although St. John's in a hurry, O'Neal backing his way all the way into the basket. He can't get it to go. It's out of bounds, last touched, I believe, by Rodriguez. It's going to stay on that end. Eagles basketball. Prep getting Cairo Ovalle into the game, the senior forward. He gets a nice round of applause. Outside shot from O'Neal. The three is no good. O'Neal gets it back. O'Neal to the basket, can't finish. It's just symptomatic of what's happened throughout this game. O'Neal just couldn't get it going to his standards, missing a couple layups along the way. Oh, Juan Felix trying for the tomahawk. It goes off the backboard. Final minute of play now as O'Neal gets the layup. 80-62. Here's Reynoso. 40 seconds left. 18-point game. Reynoso. Chant from the crowd is
You know, I'm sure it feels good for Lancer fans to see their team reverse that loss from back in December, but you can't take anything away from this St. John's Prep Eagles team. They had a heck of a season. They knocked off Lawrence back at the Christmas tournament. They had a number of other big wins during the course of the year. Beat Catholic Memorial. They've had themselves a fine season. They're just exiting a little bit early because this Lawrence Lancer basketball team is something to behold.
The Prep will finish off their campaign at 16-6, while the Lancers stay alive and they'll move on. As the Lancers will pick up their 20th win of the year. 30 seconds to go here. There's just some formalities to take care of here at Lawrence High. Now the shot clock is turned off with 20 seconds to go as Ovalle gets two. Nice moment for the senior to get a quick layup here. 13 seconds left in the game. And here is Cruz. Cruz is fouled with 8.7 seconds left. Well, if you want to thank you for watching LPS Media, one final shout out to our crew coming in and getting the job done on a Saturday afternoon. The Hernandez sisters, Carolina, Jessica Venus, our producers, Luis Lopez and MJ Kowalski. Our color commentator is Rich Gorham. My name is Jay Oza. Always a pleasure, always a privilege to provide you with the coverage of Lawrence Lancers athletics. Rich, your final thoughts on today's game?
It was the Luis Reynoso show. 33 points from Reynoso. The Lawrence Lancers came out in that third quarter and just blew the doors off St. John's Prep, and they're advancing to the Division I North semifinal.
So the semifinals, the date of that game will be to be determined. today against Cambridge or Methuen. Folks, once again, we want to thank you for joining us here on LPS Media. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to provide you with this coverage all season. For my entire crew, thanks again for watching. My name is Jay Oza, and we'll see you next time.